Hello everybody, we have invited today Father Luigi, the Giambattista, Provincial Superior of Divine Providence Province.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening.
And you are welcome.
Thank you.
Let us go straight to the first question. How is the province?
The Divine Providence Province, as you know, is the new reality, new organization within the Congregation of Servants of Charity, officially born in 2007, so we are just 5 years old. And yet I think it's certainly a grace of God, something that the General Council has decided to institute within the body of the congregation in order to strengthen, first of all, the communion between among communities, especially in Asia, where we are growing very fast, and also the community across the ocean of the US. The Divine Providence Province was born from the merging of two realities, the Indian delegation and then the Vice Province of the Immaculate Conception that covered the communities in the United States and the Philippines. So it's really a communion of communities. We are right now we count on a good number of young confreres, 133 religious, distributed in 9 communities and 5 religious residences, or mission stations. So these are numbers that indicate the youthfulness of the province, certainly the potential for carrying out the mission entrusted to us Ghanaians in India, in the Philippines, in Vietnam recently, and the United States.
The number is one of the fourth of the province.
Yes, this is certainly a gift. There's a potential for more ministry and more courageous initiatives in the field of charity. Certainly, is also a challenge, because the average age of our confreres in our province is 32. So we are really quite young in general, in need of being accompanied by the experience also of older confreres, of people, of members of the congregation who have a deeper experience of the charism. I think the big challenge for us is really to invest energies and time in the resources in really accompanying not only the initial formation of our young brothers in first formation, but also to accompany the young confreres already in the ministry in strengthening their own commitment and acquiring competence in their own field of apostolate in the different nations.
Where to put more attention in the province?
Challenge that requires special or priority attention is the formation field. Another area is certainly to strengthen the community, the fraternal communion in the local communities, because we know very well that especially in this moment of the church, the first expression of a credible mission is the love of the members of the religious community that express that communion around Jesus. Another challenge, I would say, that requires special attention is this expansion of our ministries in a variety of ways and forms. We are basically involved in our province in the fields of apostolate that Don Guanella entrusted to us. So we care for children and youth, basically materially or morally and spiritually in need of assistance. We run orphanages, we run programs also of rehabilitation and accompaniment of youngsters in different ways in our province. We care for what Don Guanella called with the beautiful name of Buoni Figli, the special children of Providence. he referred to the mentally and physically challenged persons to whom goes a very special love and attention in our program.
Your proposal to face this challenge of the new evangelization.
Yes, certainly this is the season for the church, to really not only talk about new evangelization, which obviously doesn't mean a new gospel, is an invitation and an urgent actually appeal to all the Christians, but particularly to us also religious and priests, to be really to rekindle the zeal for missionary, let's say, movement, especially toward those who are somehow not yet in touch with the beauty of the gospel. And sometimes, like for example in nations like India, we are not there to do direct, let's say, proclamation of the gospel, since most of our own poor people are of different beliefs. They are Hindu, they are Muslim, but our presence among them with the charism of charity generates a question: why are we there to really celebrate dignity, celebrate life with brothers and sisters who are not Christians? And that question opens the door for a dialogue of life, to recognize that no matter what road we take, we are all called to really recognize the love of this great God who is the Father of all. And this is, for example, our way of doing evangelization.
How is the climate here?
We have started, just a few days ago, but personally I really feel the joy of experiencing a moment of grace, because we see that not only when we celebrate the Eucharist and we pray together in the chapel, but also in the chapter hall, that there is a common concern for the grace of the Borrellian vocation and mission that has been entrusted to us. So the sense of really being united to rekindle the fire of the grace or the vocation we have received. Second, there is an experience of fraternity. Now I see the beauty of meeting confreres from Africa, for example, that I have not met before, but we feel at home with one another, because we know that we are in the same family and involved in the same adventure of witnessing to the gospel. And so an experience of grace, an experience of fraternal communion, and I will say an experience of responsibility. I see the climate, the atmosphere, since you are asking that, very positive. I see the spirit of cooperation. There is also a very genuine, open dialogue and debate on issues, questions are asked, but always with a common interest and concern to discern God's plan and to be really docile, to listen to the voice of the Spirit. Beautiful experience.
The message to conclude?
We cannot be evangelizing men or evangelizing communities unless you are first evangelized.
Thank you very much, Father.
Thank you. Thank you.